I had one teacher like say something to me once, just like, Larissa, you know, you're playing it small in your life. And in that moment, like it's just when I had my daughter, my second child, that I said, like, I can't keep doing what I'm doing because it doesn't feel right. Like I'm teaching yoga, I was teaching a lot of yoga. And it was my husband that found this space that's now Be Yoga and Dance that we went to go see it. And he was like, Riss, he's like, let's go see this space, it's perfect. Like not much work has to be done for it, let's go look at it. And we came and we saw it, and from that point, like we took the risk. We didn't have a lot of money. Like I had like a very little bit amount of money to open up the studio, but I just like did it in faith. I was like, you know what, this is what I'm meant to do. And then now the studio is going to be turning 2 years old in January.
Hit the ground running and just persevere no matter what is told to you or what sets you back. So I think knowing that it was okay to fail was sort of my biggest lesson to learn, that you can still achieve your goal and your dream and you can still fail along the way. And learning to be yourself and be comfortable with being yourself and getting the job because of, you know, of who you are and not because of you're trying to be who someone else wants you to be. Because you really never know what other people want you to be. So it's always just a guessing game that if you just are confident in who you are, they're either gonna like you or they're not gonna like you. And if they don't like you, then maybe you shouldn't have worked with them to begin with. A lot of the stuff that happened in the past, it was because I just would self-doubt all the time. And there's a difference between self-criticizing for the potential of growth and then self-doubting because you don't think you're capable of doing something. Trust yourself and breathe. Instead of growing towards perfection, I feel like I need to be perfect right at the top of things. So I have a phrase when I'm ever teaching anyone, I always say, you're gonna go home and you're just gonna marinate on this. Don't think about it, let it just sit in your brain, trust yourself, breathe, let things marinate, and it'll come.
If you could get your idea on paper, on actual paper and a concept, even if you're afraid to put it out there, just have it. Have it there waiting. Maybe later you will be confident enough to show it, but don't ever not write it down. When you write it down, it becomes real.
Get a mentor. You know, careful of who you get to do that, right? Because some people will be like, you can't do that. You know, that's not a good idea. But take everything with a grain of salt and find people who are experts in what you're looking to do. So, you know, send them an email with questions, set up a phone call, and that's what I did. I just like realized there was this whole world of food tour owners out there, and I didn't even know. So it was really cool to feel like you belong to something and have resources to do that. So if you're just starting out, it's like you don't feel like you're alone. Second thing would be try and put as much structure around what your ideas are so that when you do get stuck or you know, when you don't feel motivated, you know, one day, sometimes you could just look back and say, okay, it's okay to have an off day, but you at least planned for those days and have that structure in place. Yeah, just go for anything. Like, just try anything. Fail faster, go through it, give yourself a chance, and forgive yourself. Yeah, don't be scared. Keep going. It'll all work out.
I think everything's internal. I think you are responsible for your life. So if I'm not succeeding, why am I not succeeding? And you gotta look in the mirror and figure that out. Do it, and odds are, you know what, it's gonna fail. It's not gonna work out. And the good thing is, if that doesn't work out, you've laid a nice foundation for the next thing you're gonna do. And maybe that will work out, but probably not. That's not gonna work out either. So then now you got two things in your pocket.
Right.
Do it because you wanna do it because you enjoy doing it, and whatever the results are, you can't control that. Just control what you can, and that's doing it.